Hello everyone, welcome to this case 3 recovery tutorial about the Supercarrier module. Today I'm going to show you a bit about the practice and about the different stages you have to respect during the case 3 recovery. So let's begin with the basis, which are provided by this document. It's about the Supercarrier operations. So basically, what you have to know, what's the case 3 recovery? It's written there. A case 3 recovery is during night or when you have some cloud setting below 1000 feet. What you have to know about this case 3 is that you have to perform ACLS landing when you have the ability to. At this early state of the Supercarrier module, the ACLS is not available, not currently. It's available on the Stennis, but it's kind of buggy. It's sending you to water right now, so we won't be able to use it. We're gonna perform a case 3 recovery manual. So let's begin. At first, what you have to do is you have to stack yourself at what we're gonna call a stack pattern. Okay, this stack pattern has to be performed at 250 knots. Okay, and here there's a bit of a calculus to practice because the mother or mom, how they call them, is gonna to give you not a distance but only an altitude. Okay, so basically, what's the sentence they're gonna say? They're gonna say, okay, you're you can land basically, yeah. So the sentence is here: Marshall, side number, holding hands, okay, marking moms, etc., etc. What's important? There are three things that are important. First one, of course, the case 2, case 3 recovery. The expected bearing, okay, which you're gonna have to enter it in your HSI. The altimeter pressure, of course, you have to set it. And okay, I said three, but there's four things. The last thing is the angel's altitude. This angel's altitude is about your stack pattern. So if they say angel 6, and that's a standard procedure. If they say angel 6, you'll have to stack yourself at angel 6 2050. That's 200. Sorry. How to calculate your distance? Well, the calculation is not quite hard. You have to take 15 plus 1 for each 1000 of feet. So if they say that you have to stack at angel 6, you're gonna have to be at 6 plus 15, which means 21 nautical miles from the carrier. Okay, so your stacking pattern here, if they say angel 6, is 250 knots and 21 nautical miles from the carrier. What about the pattern itself? Well, the legs are meant to be practiced during 1 minute and the turns to be 2-minute turns. Okay. For the purpose of this video, we aren't gonna perform the assigned altitude, the pattern. Why? Because especially it's meant when you have different aircraft in the pattern, and there I'm gonna be alone. And because of the length of the video. Be aware that if there's another plane during case 2 recovery, you can be at a maximum of 2 aircraft in the same pattern at the same altitude. But during case 3, you aren't able to be several aircrafts in the same pattern. So what does it mean? It means that the second one will have to be at 1000 feet higher. Okay, and the aircraft which is the lowest has to be the first one to be commencing. Okay, we'll see what means commencing. So, first come, when you're roaring there on the left, what you have to do is you have to say you are inbound. Okay, you're gonna give a lot of information: your side number, your fuel, your side fuel, etc., etc., where you are, your altitude, your cap, and okay, the mom is gonna answer you. You have to call back, etc., etc. And once you say that, she told you to be at angel 6, so you have to be at your stack pattern. Once you're there, you're gonna say that you are established. Okay, the established means that you're in a stack pattern. Once you're on there and no one's in the pattern, you have to autocall. You have to call yourself that you are commencing, which means that you are exiting the stack pattern and you are starting the approach. Okay, so you're gonna say you said established and now you say commencing. Okay, once you commence, you're gonna have to go down. The first thing to know is that you have to perform a 4,000 feet per minute descent. Okay, basically, if you're 6,000 feet, sorry, it's gonna be quite short. So you're descending, you have to maintain 250 knots, and while you're doing that, you're gonna pass 5,000 feet. At 5,000 feet, what you have to do is that you have to call platform to the courier. Okay, a platform means that you are changing from 4,000 feet per minute to 2,000 feet per minute. Okay, and that you're passing 5,000 feet. What's the problem? It's not a problem necessarily, but you're gonna have to do two things at this time because you're gonna pass platform and you have to say platform, but also during the descent you're gonna have to check in. Okay, what does mean check in? Check in has to be used when they're gonna tell you to switch approach. Okay, so what does it mean? In fact, you're talking to the tower, to mom tower, and she's telling you to switch to approach, and someone else at the approach is gonna manage your comms. Okay, so you say check in, and when you pass 5,000 feet, you say platform. Okay, basically it's gonna be at the same time because let's be honest a bit. When you're descending 4,000 feet per minute from 6,000 to 5,000, there's not really that much time, so you're gonna do the same at the same time. Okay. Once you're there, still 250 knots, you're gonna be a little less rough on your descent path, so you'll have to practice a 2,000 feet per minute descent. Okay, and what you're seeking there is the 1,200 feet from the ground, from the sea, in fact. Okay, so when you're at this altitude, you have to keep it. Okay. Second part of the approach. Okay, there things are gonna become serious. When you approach 10 nautical miles, that's when you're gonna start to slow down. Okay, you're not locked anymore to 250 knots. You're gonna have to slow down, and you have to slow down to prepare yourself for 6 nautical miles, where you have to be on speed. Well, it's written in fact 150 KIS, but since you're gonna intercept the glide, it's gonna be a bit of the same that being on speed. But in fact, you're seeking 150 knots. Okay. During this, there's a particular point you have to notice. It's not represented here, but it's the 8 nautical miles. 10 nautical miles, you start slowing down, and 8 nautical miles, you start to prepare your plane for the approach, which means gear down, flaps down, hook down, DLC out. Okay, that's all. So here you're at 1,200 feet. You're slowing down to 150 knots, and you're preparing your plane for landing. Okay. Once you're at 6 nautical miles, they're gonna say fly needles. Well, fly needles means that you're using the ACLS. Okay, so basically here we're not using that. You'll see in the video. They're gonna show you that. They're gonna tell you that you have to fly needles. They're gonna tell you that the ACLS is locked down, and they're gonna ask you some bit of information, etc., etc. But we won't take care of that. Okay. So you're gonna intercept the glide. The difficult part is right here between 4 nautical miles and 2 nautical miles. Why? Because you at the state of the flight, you can't see here the laser beam. You can't see it. You know, it's the laser which is telling you where is the boat and if you're to left or to right. And you aren't seeing this before 2 nautical miles. So here, between here and here, you're flying only on the ILS and you're checking the ILS on the VSI. So that's really difficult. Once you're passing 2 nautical miles, that's okay because you're gonna be on the glide. you're gonna put your vectoring, your vector on the crotch of the. Oh, if you see the crotch, but maybe just next to the laser beam, okay, and you're gonna fly with the mirror, okay. And I think that's about it. At 3/4 miles, you know what to do. You have to call the ball, okay. If you don't do so, they're gonna tell you to call the ball, and etc. etc. You unable during case 3 to call Clara, which is only a case 1 option. Okay, so for those who don't know what it is, Clara is when you're on the glide and you don't see the flops, the what is called the mirror. So you can ask Clara, and if you ask Clara, the approach is gonna tell you, the LSO in fact is gonna tell you if you're to right, to left, etc. Okay, so let's practice. I'm gonna talk really less now, and you're gonna see what you have to do during this case 3 recovery approach, and you're gonna see the comms. So let's do it. So now I'm set on the. Okay, it's 1, so it's 22500. It's Cillian 72, so I'm gonna call it
Marshall 101, marking mops 227450, Angels 15.5,
set my
state
LS.
6.5.
We have, I hope, yep, yeah, that's the Fermi 26, Bronx, 050, 40 miles, Angels 1.
987,
altimeter is 298,
987, bearing 37, Angel 6,
17 radio,
37,
DME Angels 7, expected approach time
Angel
is
6, okay, Angel 6, we're Angels 14, good slow down.
101, Marshall on the 217, 22,
I'm
DME
gonna ask
Angels
just to
7,
set the
expected approach
tariff
time
now,
is
in
40.
case it's not set yet. So,
101,
tariff set
correct.
is
Roger.
72. I'll set my lats up now. Oh, that's the problem with the wing speed. Okay, it's set to 1, it's powered up. Yes, it is. Okay. Lights are up, that's cool. So, she said Angel 6, which means that we have to go from our button stack to at about 21 nautical miles from the boat and at Angel 6, so we're seeking that. Angels 8, and we're seeking 250 knots too. That's 8. Set it to landing. Angel 6. Drop the spoilers. During this approach, I'm going to use a lot of the AP bit because it's really essential on the F-14. Okay, Angel 6. A bit too low. Angel 6. Okay, there we are. Going too fast. Slow down. Well, I don't have to slow down now because I'm 35 nautical miles from the boat, so it's kind of early to slow down now. Yes, set. Set to. Oh, dude, pilot just released. Okay. There we are. 6,000 feet. 29 miles. Okay, we're gonna pattern now. There we are. 37 degrees. Okay. So we're waiting for 21 miles. At 21 miles, we're supposed to practice to perform our stack pattern, but for the purpose of this video, we won't perform it. So first of all, what I'm gonna say is established, as I said. It means we are performing our stack pattern, and just a bit after that, I'm gonna say that I'm commencing the approach. Okay. Well, in fact, I could say established now, because established survey means that we are in our stack pattern, but the stack pattern, which has 1 minute legs and 2 minutes turn, is not staying at 21 miles. Okay, it should be at 25 miles. It's the same. So I'm gonna say established now.
101. Established Angels 6. State 6.1.
101. Roger. State 60.
60. Yeah, we're 60. That's okay. 60 there. And now I'm gonna say commencing. There we are.
101. Commencing.
So when you say
State
commencing,
6.0. Altimeter
you have to apply
29.87.
4,000 feet per minute climb rate.
101. Radar contact 20 miles.
Okay, I'm passing
Final bearing
5,000. I'm gonna have to say platform.
101. Switch
And it's gonna
approach.
tell me to switch. Okay, I'm switching.
101. Checking in. 19
And
miles.
now I passed 5,000. I'm gonna reduce my
101.
climb rate to 2,000 feet per minute. Okay, I'm gonna set platform now. Because I
101.
passed 5,000.
Platform.
I'm 2,000 meters. Now we're seeking 1,200 feet. And we're gonna stay at this altitude till we cross the glide slope. No. Okay. I'm gonna switch to ALS right now. Okay, ALS is set. 3,000. We're a bit right from on the boat. I'm gonna drag it now. $5,000 and 2,000. Okay. I'm gonna reduce speed. There we are. So we are about 12 miles from the boat. At 10 miles I'm gonna really start reducing. It's a bit early right now. I'm still a bit right from the boat. Okay, there we are.
101.
Okay, it's gonna say bullseye, which means I have to fly straight
101.
to the boat. Okay, 10 nautical miles. Right now I'm reducing my speed. At 8 miles I'm gonna set my plane for landing, which means here's flaps, TLC, hook. I'm watching my speed right now, because I'm gonna lose a lot of speed when setting up the gear. Still a bit left. Okay. 8 miles. Flaps. Gears. Hook. DLC out. It's okay. I'm gonna set up right now my aircraft, which is set.
101.
I'm a bit left now. Okay, I'm 1,100. That's okay. Bit low. Okay, the autopilot is really difficult now. No. Okay. Gain a bit of altitude. You really want to stay at 1,200. That's kind of dangerous to be lower than that. There we are. 6 nautical miles. Is that gonna tell me something about the ACLS?
101. ACLS lock on.
Remember,
6
set
miles.
set flying needles.
101. Up and on.
Okay.
101.
ACLS.
Confirm. Fly mode.
Fly mode 2. Okay, I'm a bit right now. I'm a bit high. That's okay. We're a bit right too. Okay, I'm about to cross the glide slope. Okay, a bit left now. And I'm high. Oh. Okay, there we are. A bit left. Okay, at this point, that's the most difficult point, because we are 4 nautical miles, we don't see the laser, and we have to towards the glide path, the ALS on the VDI. That's kind of difficult, but you can do it. Honestly, you can do it. At 2 miles, you're gonna see the mirror and the laser. It's gonna be okay. Okay. 1,000. I'm gonna be too low. Okay, that's good. I'm a bit too left. The altitude is gonna be okay in a few seconds. Okay, 2 nautical miles. Looking for the laser right now. Okay, I'm on the glide slope. Going to go down now. Okay. Oh, I'm left. A bit low. Gonna correct it now. I'm really low. I'm too on the right. Up a bit. Okay. Okay, too left. Too low. Okay, I'm gonna call 3/4 mile in a second.
101. Below glide path. On course. 3/4 of a mile. Call the ball.
Okay,
101.
a bit
Comcat
left.
ball. 5.2.
A bit low. Correcting it.
25 knots down the angle. Fly the ball.
A bit high. A bit low,
You're
sorry.
a little low.
A little bit on the
You're a
left.
little low.
Okay.
You're a little
low. Yes, I
You're a little low.
know. I'm a bit low this time. Sorry, guys. Forward.
You're a little low.
Hook up. Flaps up. Steering.
Yeah, I got home on a 2-wire.
That's a 2-wire. Not quite bad. And here comes the wing sweep. you're out. Okay, there we are. So, let's say about this flight. As you see, I'm still struggling a bit, especially with my altitude. It's really hard to keep this 1,200 feet, but you have to. I'm not sure if the F-14 pilots use the autopilot for the altitude mode this time, and as you saw, I've been struggling with him because it's always going off and I have to set it on again. If you're too low on this one, you're gonna intercept the glide really late, and it's gonna be really dangerous and hard for you to be on the glide. What I'm lacking of right now is a bit of control in my plane because it's low because of the auto throttle, which is keeping the donut on. It's hard, to correct fastly. Direction. I'm left, I'm right, I'm left, I'm right. It would have been really a lot easier if I saw the laser earlier, but I didn't see it I didn't saw it at 2 miles. I saw it at about 1.5 miles, so it's really late, but I don't have choice on this one. So that's hard, but I'm still practicing, and so do you, I think. So thanks for watching, and if you have any question on the vids, please comment, and you can also comment of my terrible way of landing on this boat, but I'm still practicing, and I just wanted to show you how to perform all the calls and how to perform the divings, the different levels and the procedures. If you have some question, ask it in the comments. See you guys, and thank you all.